Back to school safety in English. Thank you for attending. Today, we will talk about returning to in-person learning safely at school. Many schools have a plan to reduce the spread of COVID-19 and to keep children safe for learning. This video shares general information about returning to in-person learning safely. Ask your child's teacher, their school principal, or look at the school website for specific information about your child's school reopening. Teachers are very excited to welcome children back to school. And we all need to work together to follow the guidelines for in-person learning to continue safely. Parents are a very important part of this. Before your children go to school each morning, see if they have COVID symptoms or if they are sick. Common symptoms of COVID-19 defined by the CDC are cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, fever or chills, muscle or body aches, vomiting or diarrhea, or new loss of taste or smell. It is best to stay home if you are sick. Students and teachers who have COVID-like symptoms should stay home. Tell your child's teacher or school if they will not go to school that day. Some schools, like Milwaukee Public Schools, allow students to log on remotely at 7:45 a.m. if they feel well enough to still attend school. We encourage you to call your doctor to determine if you should get a coronavirus test. Many schools require all teachers and students to wear a face mask, unless they have a health condition or a reason that they are exempt from wearing a mask. Students should wear a mask on the school bus, at school, and should always follow the guidelines. Students do not need a mask if they are eating or drinking. Check to see that your child's face mask fits properly. Their face mask should cover the nose and mouth, should fit under the chin, and there should be no gaps on the sides. It helps to explain to your child why face masks are important, to keep us all safe and to protect us from germs. You can make wearing a mask feel normal for your kids by also wearing a face mask. Children often follow what their parents do. It is good for your children to see you wearing a face mask too. Your child's teacher or school may share reminders about wearing a mask at school. They may also have extra masks in case your child loses their mask. Schools will be cleaning more often to reduce the spread of coronavirus. Many schools provide technology like a laptop or a Chromebook, and they will regularly clean the technology. In Milwaukee, some students will have a Chromebook or laptop at home and a different Chromebook or laptop at school. Your child's classroom may look different than before. Desks may be further apart to social distance, or your child may have a shield around their space at a table. Schools will be social distancing. Milwaukee Public Schools will limit the number of students in each classroom. No more than 18 students will be in one classroom for safe distancing. Ask your child's school or teacher about the schedule for the week. Some schools, like Milwaukee Public Schools, will have in-person learning on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. On Wednesdays, teachers and students will log on remotely. Students may get assignments to work online independently. Teachers will create fun lessons for your child. Your child may go to school in person and work with a student who is finishing the school year remotely. In Milwaukee, teachers will let students collaborate or work together, social distanced. Some teachers may be teaching students online and in person with a camera in their room. Transportation or buses may be available for families if you live outside of the walking distance from school. Ask your child's school or teacher about taking the bus and after-school care. In Milwaukee, school buses will be half students, so 50% students. All students must wear a mask and be in an assigned seat on the bus. Schools will have soap, hand sanitizer, and towels for students. Remind your child to wash their hands often or use hand sanitizer. Teachers will remind students too. Many schools will have a schedule for washing hands often, like when your child gets to school, or before and after lunch, and for restroom breaks. Drinking fountains at school may be closed to prevent the spread of germs. Your child can bring a water bottle to school. If you send your child to school with a cold lunch, be sure to write their name on the lunch. Your child may eat lunch in their classroom, at their desk, or in a cafeteria social distanced. Most schools, like in Milwaukee, will have 30 minutes of recess. Students will social distance and play outside. Your child's school may have a room for students who have COVID symptoms or students that are sick. They may see a school nurse, and they will isolate and social distance from other students. Your child's school will contact a parent or guardian if your child is sick. Ask your child's school or teacher for more information. Some schools in Milwaukee may provide a sick bus if you are not able to pick up your child from school. Many schools will have restrictions about who can enter the school to reduce the spread of coronavirus. For example, Milwaukee schools will not be open to parents or visitors. You can call the school or your child's teacher for an appointment to visit school. Milwaukee Public School District created this video to help your children know what it will be like to go back to school in person. You can watch this video with your kids. There's also a family guide for more information about school routines, bus, materials at school, and safety guidelines. Many schools have a plan to reduce the spread of the virus and keep your child safe for learning. This video shares general information about going back to school in person. Ask your child's teacher, their school principal, or look at the school website for more information. Thank you to our sources who provide information for this video. This video was made possible by a generous grant from the Wheaton Franciscan Sisters Fund. Thank you for listening.